Dude, this is God of Death Gaming coming at you with Shaddoll Sworn's. I changed it from the Chaos Shaddoll Sworn, Spectrum thing, because I found it a little too, I guess, needy on Eclipse Wyvern. You rely on that Eclipse Wyvern to get Dad out, and then you banish Dad with a Black Dragon, and it's all having specifics in there, and I like having a more, like, play with what you got kind of thing on Shaddoll's Sworn. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So I'm playing triple Judgment Dragon, main boss monster of the deck, blow up anything for 1,000 life points. Like, it's really great in the Burning Abyss matchup, because it's like summon JD effect, blow up the field. Hey, I get like these 50 pluses to special summon all these 5 guys out. Effect, blow up them again. Oh, okay, get these guys' effects, blow up. Oh, no more effects? Too bad. Swing for 3,000 for game. It's always a great card. And you mill 4, so you get some pretty good mills off that. Usually, I've had games where I mill 2 Shaddoll fusions and 2 El Shaddoll fusions, which is kind of crappy, but I guess you just got to deal with it. So, we're moving on to Lumina's triples, always. Lumina special summons all your other Lightsworn cards, kind of helps with milling. You can make Exceed plays with if you summon a Minerva, or even make a Goyo Guardian or something like that if you really wanted to. I run 3 because Lumina's always a good card to use in Lightsworns, because again, it gets any level 4 or lower Lightsworn out of the grave. I'm running triple Raiden. Raiden's like your main milling guy of the deck. You can get Raiden by getting Lumina and then summon Lumina and then special Raiden. Raiden's effect mill 2 and then synchro up for 7 into anything like a Black Rose if you need it. Because Raiden is a level 4 tuner, which is kind of crazy. But it's a great card nonetheless. And you end phase mill 2, so it's a total of milling 4. And I just really like the concept of it. Just mill during your main phase to get some effects going, and I really like the card. I won't run it at anything less than 3. Next we're running 2 Lila. Lila's a pop-a back row and mill 3 at the end phase. And like Lila switches battle position when she pops a back row, so it's like, hey, you're taking no damage when your opponent attacks you next turn. The only downside is 200 defense, but most people can, deal with that, I guess. Which I do, because I apparently play 2 Lila. I just love Lila. I'm running 1 Wolf. You can combo this in Shaddoll Fusion from the deck. You can send him and any other Shaddoll and special Wolf from the grave and get literally nothing but pluses. 1 Minerva. Minerva, again, like combo with fusions. You send it to the grave and it gets an effect to mill 1. Aaron, Jane, and Garroth. Again, like more Lightsworn names, I guess, just to help get JD on the field. Then, into the Shaddolls, playing triple Beast. Beast is there for draw power. Send to the grave, draw 1. If you flip face up, draw 2, then ditch 1. Which can help get your Lightsworn plays going by ditching a Raiden if you have a Lumina in hand, or ditch another Shaddoll, get more Shaddoll effects going. Just an all-around great card. 2 Falco. Falco I see a little too much at 3. Like, I'll mill 2 with Raiden and mill 2 Falco, and it's just kind of, it's stupid milling more than 1, that's why I play 2, because usually they end up on different sides of the deck, so you can, like, mill them, or, use Shaddoll Fusion and get them into the grave that way, and I just prefer it at 2. I'm playing double Dragon, because Dragon is just really great for getting rid of back row. I play 1 Squamata. Squamata sends stuff. I see Squamata too much if I play it at 2 or 3. And I don't really like to see Squamata as much. I'm playing 1 Hedgehog because the deck already has like quite a bit of search with sending stuff to the grave, because this deck gets literally nothing but pluses from the grave. So Hedgehog searches out whatever. It helps thin the deck out, but you kind of want a deck there for you to mill with, because you mill too much and you get a Hedgehog and you search. And you have like triple JD, you can mill your entire deck and lose the game because of that. And that's why I played it 1. I'm playing 1 Honest. If I were to ever play 2, I would replace a Beast with it, because seeing Beast too much is kind of bad. And if you double Honest your opponent for game, you should just see the look on his face. He'll like probably be crying after that. Into the spells, we're playing triple Solar Recharge. Recharge is really great in this deck because you're playing mainly Lightsworns more than anything else. I'm playing double Fusion. People are going to be getting mad at me for this, but Fusion, you mill it too much if you have 3, and you're not really playing many fusions in the extra deck, so double Shaddoll Fusion is really great, and it's recyclable, so you can just get it back. Double El Shaddoll Fusion, quick play spell card, fuse on your opponent's turn. Charge the Light Brigade, search any Lightsworn monster after milling 3. Just remember that if you mill any Shaddolls with Charge the Light Brigade, you don't get their effects, because milling with this is a cost, and they only get their effects when they're sent to the grave by a card effect, which means like specifically effects. Which moves us on to Foolish Burial. This is sending it by an effect, because it's just send 1 from the deck to the grave. So it's always a great, like a versatile card, because you only get nothing but pluses again by sending stuff to the grave. Mind Control, use your opponent's stuff as fusion material, or you can synchro with their stuff, like, hey, you have a Rubik on your side of the field, I'm going to steal them and use my Garroth to make a Black Rose and blow up everything. Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal is kind of necessary in this format. Stealing your opponent's monsters is, again, necessary. It's like, you gotta play one. I only play 1 Mystisterio Girl because it's at 1. And I'd actually still play it at 1 if it ever went up to 2. Because I'd just end up milling this more often than not. Onto the traps, I'm playing 1 Core. Core recycles anything if it's sent, and it can take a hit for you if you absolutely needed to. So I just play 1 because, I mean, you can recycle it with Construct and stuff, but I just prefer at 1 because, I mean, you mill it with Raiden or something, you add back any fusion card you used, so it's always a good or all-around good card. And then we're playing double Breakthrough. Breakthrough's amazing because if you mill it, you can still use its effect in grave, and it's always a great thing because it's like, hey, check it out, I have a Virgil on the field, I'm going to send a card from my hand to the grave to send your guy back, chain Breakthrough skill, no one cares. I mean, they may get some pluses off the discard, but who cares, you Breakthrough skill their Virgil, they're not going to do much with that. And that rounds off the main deck. The extra deck, I'm playing double Shaddoll Construct. Most people, like, hate me for playing 2, but I think 2 is fine because you have enough boss monsters in the deck as is. You got triple JDs, and then you've got 2 Construct, which that makes 5 boss monsters total. So you have a lot of things to go into, but it's like Construct is... I'd actually prefer Construct over Winda because Winda slows down this deck a lot, but I played it doubles because you have enough boss monsters already. Double Winda, because Winda slows down Teller Knights tremendously, because they always rely on that one summon, the one special summon that starts off all the rest, and Winda kind of stops that. I'm running 1 Ragna 0 for the Exceeds. 1 Ragna 0 because, like, Solidarity build Teller Knights is definitely now a thing, because they always want to get over Winda, and Ragna 0 always helps with that, because if your opponent's monster's attack is higher or lower than its original, you just detach to pop it. You get a draw off it, which is always great. Paladynamo. Paladynamo is a light. He requires 2 level 4 lights, and you're playing almost nothing but level 4 lights in this deck. And so he's a really easy card to get into, and I just like it all around. Synchros, playing more than anything else in the deck. We're playing Armades, Michael, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Colossal Fighter. Gigantic Castle, people are going to be wondering, like, oh, what? Gigantic Castle? No way. I play Gigantic Castle for a level 9 synchro, because I seem to find myself in positions where I need to make a level 9 synchro, but I don't have one. So now I have one. And we're playing 1 Leo. Leo's a level 10. He's like your main, like, level 10 to go into, because Leo can't be targeted except for during my main phase 2. So it's like, hey, check it out, you want to book a Moonlight guy during the battle phase? Sorry, can't be targeted. No one cares. And so it's like I could completely choose to skip over my main phase 2 if I never want this guy targeted. Well, that's it, guys. That's my Shaddoll Sworns. Hope you like it. See you guys later.